right, so my name's Rich. This is Brianna. We're with Villandry Remodeling over in southern New Hampshire. We first met Dwayne at JLC Live, which is the construction conference over in Rhode Island. We took a couple of his classes over there. We both took his classes at separate times during the process, and he definitely hit home with a lot of topics that came about, some of the struggles we were having, and things like that. And after getting back to the office in the upcoming weeks, it's kind of reached out to Dwayne just to get some more information, because we were struggling with a lot of things inside the company. At that point, going back and forth, we talked about Dwayne, what that would look like, what pricing would look like. I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely pretty hesitant, just for the fact of, we're a small company. Find myself stuck in the office by myself a lot, and to bring somebody new into the company and sharing all the details of the inside and out is, a big undertaking or whatnot. I was a little nervous about it, but after getting started, I think, and as the months went on, I could see the value, and it was huge. Our goals within the company was to really build the most basic parts of the foundation of the company, down to basic job costing, and really just to get the information we need and to kind of just get our stuff together as a small company to be able to grow and scale into a larger company. And that was our main goals. And I think Dwayne really opened up our eyes to that, and even a lot of things that we just don't know. I can give examples or whatnot, but it's just like, again, you sit here on this island, there's a lot of things that you don't know that should be implemented in your company, and Dwayne just brings that right out, to your attention, and kind of helps, scale that way and develop those processes and everything. We brought Brianna on, my wife. She's a huge help on the marketing and branding and back end office stuff, and she's also worked with Dwayne when I'm not available and stuff like that. And
I think there's even obviously a lot of light that Dwayne brought to the table with respect to things that we hadn't considered, but there's even things that we had talked about, for months, with certain things as things that we knew we needed to implement or we knew we needed to do, but either not having the time or, quite honestly, we could come up with a million different excuses as to why it didn't happen. But I think working with someone like Dwayne not only brings a level of comfort to the equation, because he knows where you are. Maybe he's even been in your situation before. He works with other people that are in your same exact situation. But then there's also the solution and the accountability side of things, which I think is a really big factor to making success of your situation. You can have all the excuses in the world, whether they're relevant or not. And you can know what you need to do, but unless you actually commit to the action and have the accountability in place, and in certain circumstances the direction that you need, nothing's ever going to change. So for us, committing to working with Dwayne was the first big step, and I think for us, we pretty quickly realized that he knows what he's doing, and he's going to help guide us in the right direction and be a huge support system for growing and developing the business in a way that we want, and in a way that's sustainable. That goes back to what Rich said, building the foundations. We're an established company. The company itself has been around for 30 plus years. But we knew that in order to grow the company in the way that we wanted to, we really had to kind of backtrack and get back to the basics, processes and procedures, systems, even some of the softwares or whatnot that we were using. Maybe we were using them, but not quite using them to their fullest ability. Or we weren't tracking things properly or something like that. So there was a lot of small tweaks that we've talked about and implemented, and a lot of big picture stuff too. So for us, it was really once we committed to working with Dwayne, we hit the ground running. Still a lot of work to do, but I would like to say that we've made a lot of progress in the last however long we've been working with Dwayne. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think it's definitely the first step to building the team moving forward is, getting that, say, business coach, I guess, and whatever, but it's the first step, and it's to bring somebody on the team and to help you move in the direction you want. It's a huge value, and it kind of just, gets those thoughts organized and get you out of your own head and get you moving in the direction you want to.
Yeah. So. I know that something, signing up for something like a business coach or committing to a new expensive software or, buying anything to help scale your business can seem very intimidating. And, am I making the right decision? Is this the right person? Is this the right software? Can I sustain this cost? But I think, once you get into it and you can see the potential of how valuable something like that is, it doesn't come down to the dollar value, and it's, something that you can grow with too. It's not just like you check the boxes and you do A, B, and C, and then you move on. If you have a growth mindset and want to continue to grow and scale your business, this is the sort of thing that helps and that can grow with you, your relationship and the help and the guidance that you need.
So we appreciate the last 6 months, Dwayne, and we look forward to, continuing that relationship moving forward and growing the company. So, thank you.